Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Vice President of the Philippines, do solemnly swear
A new beginning decided upon by thousands of Filipinos who trooped to the streets to bring down another president. Amid the overwhelming feeling of triumph was a sense of foreboding for what lies ahead, the daunting task of reviving a country in the brink of political chaos and financial bankruptcy. In her first ever State of the Nation address, she made this promise to these three boys from Payatas, who symbolized the 25 million poor Filipinos at that time.
trabaho, edukasyon, sariling tahanan, idagdag na rin pagkain sa bawat mesa.
Beat the odds was the phrase she coined to encapsulate this vision. 9 years later, significant steps have been made, but are they enough?
I am sorry.
The Hello Garcia issue in 2004 and the ZTE deal controversy in 2008 are just among the many scandals that hounded the Arroyo administration. Despite these, Mrs. Arroyo just continued harping on the administration's achievements on the economic front. One of these is the more than 8 years of uninterrupted growth, even in the face of the worst global recession in decades. The country's highest growth in 30 years was also recorded under the president's term.
My popularity dipped when I went against the grain and championed the passage of the expanded value-added tax. I have no regrets.
President Arroyo, however, admitted that remittances from Filipino workers abroad were the main growth drivers during the crisis. For a country which boasts of more than 14 million jobs generated from 2004 to 2009 alone, the high number of overseas workers only means more jobs are needed. More classrooms, teachers, trainings, scholarships, and vocational programs are just some of the measures implemented to make this dream a reality. But even President Arroyo admitted,
Isa sa pinakamahirap sa Millennium Development Goals ay yung education para sa lahat pagdating ng 2015. Halos walang bansang makakatupad nito.
the government is also far from its goal of a balanced budget. In 2007, the country posted its lowest deficit to GDP ratio. It increased again to almost its original level in 2001, following the economic crisis and tropical storms Ondoy and Pepeng. The Department of Finance even admitted they will be handing over an almost empty government coffer to the next president. PALS officials began President Arroyo's last year with almost a daily enumeration of her achievements. Percentages of barangays that now have power and water supply were painstakingly enumerated. Total kilometers of roads and bridges constructed were also compared to those built by her three predecessors combined. Mrs. Arroyo herself took members of the media to several presidential bus tours to show off her so-called super regions, now more connected because of additional roll-on, roll-off vessels and airports.
Very tangible yung accomplishment ng Pangulo.
The country's more than 7,000 islands may now be more linked, but maritime accidents remain a problem. It was in President Arroyo's term when the MV Princess of the Stars sank off the coast of Romblon, killing around 800 passengers. It was dubbed as one of the worst maritime disasters in Philippine history. Insufficient power and water supply also remain an issue. In her last few months in office, the country almost experienced a water crisis because of El Nino. High power rates and rotating brownouts nationwide were also experienced. Indeed, a lot still needs to be done, but it can't be denied significant steps have already been made.
If I have to give her a grade, maybe a B or an 85.
Even this grade, though, would still be a subject of more debates. In the second part of this report, let's look at the scandals that overshadowed Mrs. Arroyo's achievements on the economic front, unresolved controversies that made it impossible for her administration to heal the wounds of a divided nation. Romag Salud, RPN News.